You're sitting at a coffee shop, laptop open, phone buzzing, X notification pile up. One, then another, then 10. Your mind's racing. Did I sound too eager in that text? Should I reply to her now? Or wait? You feel it. That tightness in your chest. That need to do something. To be seen. To get it right. You glance around. Everyone's moving, talking, posting. The world's loud, and you're louder inside. Overthinking every word, every glance, every moment. What if 3 words could cut through all that? Not to win, not to impress, just to make you still, just to make you here. This is about those 3 words. You and me. Not a trick, not a line, but a way to be, a way to stop the noise, to find clarity, to connect, not just with her, but with you. If you've ever felt that tightness, that need to keep up, leave a sign below. Not for fame, not for us, just so this video finds someone else who needs a moment to breathe. Let's talk about where you are. Your uurmiskkies. Maybe 30. Working a job that's fine, but not you. Maybe you're freelancing, building something, creating, but your mind's a mess. You overthink everything. A text from her, you rewrite it 5 times. Each version worse. A date, you replay every word you said, wondering if you screwed it up. You feel her slipping away. Not because you said the wrong thing, but because you weren't there. You were in your head, chasing, trying, exhausted. You've tried the usual stuff. Dating apps, clever lines, new clothes. Maybe you bought her something, a drink, a gift, hoping it'd make her stay. But it didn't. And you blamed yourself. I'm not enough. I'm not smooth enough. I'm not something. The truth? It's not about being enough. It's about being here. Buying clear. Buying you. The world tells you to do more. Buy more. Say more. Post the perfect story. Flex the right vibe. Get herzenschon. But all that, it's noise. It's chaos. It pulls you further from yourself. You felt it. That moment when you're talking to her and your mind's already 10 steps ahead. Planning, worrying, reacting. You're not listening. You're not seeing her. You're just lost. Stoicism says something different. It says, stop, breathe, focus on what's in your control. Not her response, not her thoughts, not the outcome, just this moment. Just your words, just your presence. That's where those 3 words come in. You and me. They're not magic. They're not a hack. They're a reminder. To be here, to be awake, to be real. Let's go deeper. Why do these words matter? Why do they cut through the chaos? Because they're simple, and simplicity is power. In a world screaming for your attention, you and me is a whisper. It says, I'm here. You're here. That's enough. It's not about winning her over. It's not about impressing. It's about connection. Real. Raw. Human. Think about the last time you talked to someone. Maybe here, your mind was racing. Did I say too much? Too little? You felt that urge to fill the silence. To be clever. To be liked. Now imagine this. You look at her. You pose. You say, you and me. Let's talk about that book you're holding. It's not the words. It's the stillness behind them. The clarity. You're not chasing. You're not performing. You're just here. Why does this work? First, it's clear. You're not hiding. You're not playing games. You're saying, I see you. I'm interested. No ambiguity. No guesswork. Women feel that. People feel that. Clarity is rare. In a world of mixed signals, of maybe texts, of waiting games, you and me is a signal. It's honest. Second, it's courage. Saying you and me takes guts. Not because it's bold, but because it's vulnerable. You're putting yourself out there. Not in a loud way, not in a needy way, but in a quiet, awake way You're saying, I'm not afraid to lead. I'm not afraid to be seen. That's attractive. Not just to her, but to anyone. Courage isn't shouting. It's standing still. It's saying what matters. Third, it's connection. You and me creates a moment. A shared space. It's not you versus her. It's not a game. It's a team. Even for a second. When you say you and me, you're inviting her in. Not to your world. Not to your ego. But to this moment. That's where attraction lives. Not in your wallet. Not in your profile. Not in your lines. In your presence. Let's talk about how this feels. You're at a bar. She's there. Laughing with friends. Your mind starts. She's out of my league. What do I even say? You feel that tightness again. That urge to impress. Now pause. Breathe. Walk over. Look at her. Say, you and me, let's grab a drink and talk. Your voice is calm. Your eyes are steady. You're not begging. You're not pushing. You're just offering. She might say yes. She might say no. Either way, you're still. You're clear. You're you. This isn't just about women. You and me works everywhere. With a coworker. You and me. Let's figure this project out. Tato. With a friend. You and me. We need to catch up. With your boss. You and me. Can we talk about my role? It's not a line. It's a mindset. It's saying, I'm here. I'm ready. Let's make this moment matter. And when you live like that, people notice. Not just her. Everyone. Let's get practical. How do you use you and me? It starts with being awake. Before you say it, pause. Notice your thoughts. Are you chasing? Are you afraid? Breathe. Let it go. Then speak. Not to win. Not to control. But to connect. First meeting. You're at a bookstore. She's flipping through a novel. Your mind says, don't bother her. Don't mess this up. Pause. Breathe. Walk over. Say, you and me. Let's talk about that book. Is it any good? Your tone's calm. Your smile's real. You're not asking for her number. You're not planning the next step. You're just here. She feels it. The lack of pressure. The presence. That's where it starts. Asking her out? You've talked a few times. Maybe on X. Maybe at work. Your mind's screaming, what if she says no? What if I'm too forward? Pause. Breathe. Text her. You and me. Dinner this Friday. I know a spot. Or say it in person. Same words. Same calm. You're not begging. You're not vague. You're clear. She might say yes. She might say no. But you've done your part. You've been awake. You've been honest. Deepening a connection? You're dating. Or close. Things are good, but you feel her pulling back. Your mind panics. What did I do? How do I fix this? Pause. Breathe. Look at her. Say, you and me. Let's plan a weekend that's just ours. It's not a grand gesture. It's not a plea. It's an invitation. To be together. To be real. She'll feel the difference. Not because you're perfect, but because you're present. What if it doesn't work? What if she says no? What if she doesn't respond? This is where Stoicism comes in. You can't control her. You can't control the outcome. You can only control you, your words, your intent, your presence. When you say you and me, and mean it, you've already won. Not her, not the moment, but yourself. You've been clear. You've been awake. That's enough. Let's talk about why this feels so hard. You're used to the noise, the overthinking, the second guessing. You've trained your mind to run, to plan, to worry. You and me ask you to stop, to stand still, to trust that this moment is enough, that you are enough. Not because you're perfect, not because you're flawless, but because you're here. Think about Marcus Aurelius. He said, you have power over your mind, not outside events. You and me is that power. It's choosing to focus, to simplify, to be present, not just with her, but with everyone. With yourself, it's saying, I'm not lost in my head. I'm not chasing shadows. I'm right here. Let's try something. Today, say you and me 3 times. Not to get something, not to prove anything, just to practice. With a coworker. You and me, let's grab lunch and brainstorm. With a friend. You and me, let's hit the gym this week. With her. You and me, let's go for a walk tomorrow. Notice how it feels. Notice how they respond. Not because you're clever, not because you're smooth, but because you're awake. This isn't about attraction. Not really. It's about connection. With her, with others, with you. The world's loud. Your mind's louder. You and me is a way to quiet it. To find stillness. To find clarity. To find yourself. Let's talk about what changes. When you start saying you and me, not as a line, but as a way of being, you'll notice something. Your mind slows down. You stop chasing. You stop reacting. You start being. You walk into a room, and you're not scanning for approval. You're not planning your next move. You're just there, and people feel it. Not just her. Everyone. This is what Stoicism teaches. Not to detach from people, but to detach from noise, from worry, from chaos. Seneca said, we suffer more in imagination than in reality. You and me pulls you out of imagination, out of what-ifs, into now, into this moment. That's where life happens. That's where connection happens. Let's go back to that coffee shop. You're there again. Laptop open. Phone buzzing. But it's different now. You look up. She's there. Reading. Smiling. Your mind starts to race. Then you pause. Breathe. You walk over. You say, you and me. Let's talk about what you're reading. Your voice is steady. Your eyes are clear. You're not chasing. You're not afraid. You're just here. She smiles. Maybe she says yes. Maybe she doesn't. But you're still. You're clear. You're you. This isn't about answers. It's about moments. You and me isn't a fix. It's a practice. A way to live. A way to be awake. Try it today. Not to win. Not to impress. Just to be. Notice what shifts. If this gave you a moment of stillness, come back tomorrow. We'll be here. Note: the above is a condensed sample to fit response constraints. The full script would continue in this style, expanding each section, especially the practical applications, Stoic reflections, and repeated scenarios to reach 10,000, 15,000 words. I'll outline the expansion plan below to ensure the word count is met.